Do you remember when they went over Portmore and took bulldozer and lit down poor people's house because them say criminals them be and all them over there sell land illegally? Remember the man? One wife. When Mark Golding in the parliament, there's nobody giving any cold shoulder to anybody. Bless the Lord, bless the Lord, bless the Lord. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. I want to start out by greeting our incoming Prime Minister of Jamaica, the party president, the Honorable Mark Jefferson Golden. I also want to say greetings to all of our candidates that are here from St. James, all of the other comments on the platform, and of course comments in the audience. Greetings. It is certainly a joy to be here tonight in St. James. And I must tell you that when I drove in and I saw the crowd way down there at the back, I said to myself, but wait, is what really are going on in St. James tonight. As somebody sent me a message and said them something I would go on with make the Prime Minister afraid to name the date because they realize that the people are ready for the People's National Party. The name of the game is momentum, and Mark Golding and the PNP has the momentum at this point in time in Jamaica. I have assigned myself in the campaign to correct some things that the other people them must say. Me appoint myself because me not afraid of none of them. And no matter what they say or do, it don't matter to me. So me appoint myself to correct any one of them over there. From the Prime Minister down to the lowest one over there. He, she or the old lady, whoever it is, I will correct them. Tonight, before I get into some of that, I think there's a matter that needs some clarity. When I was going to school and we were getting ready to do common entrance, I hope me not date myself too much. Common entrance, me do. We used to have to do some extra classes. And when we were doing those extra classes, because we are poor people, we couldn't really afford to pay for the extra classes. And I used to go to the class and every evening I give the teacher a different excuse why my mother not pay the money yet, but me in the class same way. And some of the time them check to say if the money not pay, me can't come back and me still go catch you on the back same way. Because they want to learn something and we never have the money. We realize that you have some students like that, even to today, still have students like that. And we also realize that some students, when you send them home early, there is nobody at home to supervise them. It has caused problems. It has caused some of the young ladies to get pregnant. It has caused some of the young boys to go into gangs. Our spokesperson made a proposal that we would offer some additional classes, academic and co-curricular classes, to some of these students. The way in which the PNP would offer it is that we would see the teachers that are willing to be a part of it, those who want to willingly volunteer to be a part of it, and they would be paid to do so. This notion that we want to go there and just extend school days is not true. What we want to do is to ensure that for those students that need the additional time and the teachers that are willing to work with those students, that we can make the arrangement and pay the teachers. We don't come here so to do the teacher them no harm, because teachers are the greatest professions in the world. They light the way of others. So now we deal with that local matter there. I feel tonight that when I listen to the labor right them, I get the impression like it's a father who run well left the pitney with the mother. The mother struggle with the pitney, and the pitney pass exam and graduation I keep. The father don't contribute nothing to the schooling, nothing to the graduation, but him push on him suit and come turn up on a clap, say, see me boy and see me daughter there, and he don't contribute nothing to the education. That is what this Labour Party is trying to do. They have suffered the people for the last 9 years, and in the closing part now, they want to cut ribbon and fancy up things and pretend like them don't remember the injustice that they meted out to the people over the last 9 years. And so we must remind the people of the injustice that was meted out to them over the last 9 years. Do you remember when the government of the day, this Labour Party government, told the taxi drivers that if they don't put a child seat in the taxi, them can't carry the picnic at school, and they left the children stranded in the communities? Remember the man? Do you remember when they locked up your children on the state of emergency without charge, without bail? Even youth are going to work with them knife here because them a chef, and they lock them up and have them in a lockup for days, for weeks or months without charging them. Remember the man? Do you remember when them lock off your road robin, but some first kill till 10 o'clock in the morning, it's still a gone, but your road robin lock off, and your local party can't keep for you make your money? Remember the man? Do you remember when they went over Portmore and take bulldozer and lit down poor people's house because them say criminals them be, and all them over there sell land illegally? Remember the man? Do you remember when they serve eviction notice to poor people who get land from Michael Manley time, that them are going to throw them off, and Mark Golding had to take lawyer, go court, go get injunction? Or remember the man? Do you remember when they gave themselves 300% increase in pay and gave the public sector workers 20%? Or remember the man? Do you remember in a COVID when them lock you out and catch you up on the road and say you break curfew and fine you $200,000 and $250,000 while fly green and pop champagne, and I talk about no movement there? Or remember the man? Do you remember when we had students in Ukraine and war broke out over there, and the government decided to offer loan to students who now work, and Mark Golding had to go in personal account and take out money and send to bring our students back home? Or remember the man? Do you remember when our loved ones who go there and work so them can make their family better by working on ship, that when those ship came into the harbor, they tell them so they can't come off and carry them from all around the world. Who do remember the man? Do you remember when they get some free fertilizer from the Moroccan government, but then decide to sell the free fertilizer as opposed to give it to the farmers of this country? Who do remember the man? Do you remember when they spent millions to rent buildings for the tax for TAJ, and they don't occupy those buildings until today? Me want to remember. Do you remember when they came to us and told us that it would take $2 billion to fix Cornwall Regional Hospital, and now it gone over $20 billion, and they can cut one ribbon just for an administrative building, but no operating theatre, no one, no. Oh, do remember now? Do you remember that in order to practice medicine in Jamaica, you have to be certified? In order to practice law in Jamaica, you have to be certified. To practice nursing in Jamaica, you have to be certified. And they put it in the JTC bill to teach in Jamaica, you have to be certified. Yet the Prime Minister and 6 among him, they're not certified, but they want run to go to Jamaica House. Who don't remember them, man?
But them have to get a bill. The wicked have to get a bill. Yeah, they must get a bill.
No. They look a cut in a ribbon right here now. Now I got to change all of them something then. You can drive around with the big yellow school bus all you want. You now go change all of them there's something then, man. Because we remember the atrocities that were committed against the people of this country. Now that we get down to the business end of the thing, and time come for him call the election, I want to ask you if you remember one final thing. Do you remember that in 2020, Andrew Wallace called the election 6 months before the due date, but now him a run, now him a hide, because him realize that when him call it, him a go get a beating, him must get a beating, him have to get a beating.
But them have to get a beating. The wicked have to get a beating.
I want to tell you this from Mount Salem in St. James. I am confident, I believe it in my heart, and I see it with my brain functions. When we look at what we have done, when we look at the assessment of the constituencies, when we look at the audits, the sound in the polls, I can tell you this, that the country is ready for the People's National Party. And when they call this election, the PNP will be the government. They want to turn our local thing into a local gimmicks thing. So them come to say them have a problem with the general. And let me tell you, we go like them artists there. Stage. We tell you this. Them like them have a problem with the general. Now hold on a second. My goal in a general and me G. No labor right to Mark Golding thing. No labor right can step to Mark Golding and violate him. None of that, no day. The trivialities that they want to bring up. When them get on platform and say them have problems, what are the problems that them say them have? Them say them have a problem because him complexion lighter than the rest of we. We have a motto in Jamaica that says, out of many, One people. Me no care if you're black or white or brown or yellow or purple. What I care about is how you deal with people. And Mark Golding is an individual that loves people. Then them come again and them say, the man talk patois. And me I say to myself, say, what kind of business this you know? Most of us in Jamaica, patois with first language, I hit we talk first. Mark Golding is a Jamaican, him supposed to talk patois. Talk the patois all you want. It is your language, you're a born Jamaican. Then them come and they make up a little story. Say him no born here. Feelings them a carry from Edward Siaga time, you know. Feelings, feelings, feelings. Because Edward Siaga born a Boston. They might try come back with a little thing now because the 18 years still upon them. Mark Golding was born right here in Jamaica at the University Hospital in Naval String cut from Jamaica land we love. They are so desperate that they built their entire campaign around this nationality. Why you think them come with the local slogan where them a go around with? Them build them campaign not around the people, not about what they're going to do for the people. They built an entire campaign about the same man where they say couldn't beat them. Oh, look at us now. They're running scared of the same man that they used to mock. By the way, I want to ask them a question because I know them are watching. I want to ask them a question. Or you just as if you choose Jamaica but your party name Jamaica Labour Party? The party name Jamaica Labour Party? If I just know you ask if you choose Jamaica. Labourwrongs their name. Let me tell you about your leader. If Damien did there, I would have said, if you're not talk about your pedigree, people will treat you like a mongrel. So we're going to talk about your pedigree tonight. A few years ago, when a youth a smoke a spliff, police used to lock him up. He used to get a criminal record. That means he couldn't get a farm work card. He couldn't get no work with government. They lock up a youth named Mario Dean. And they beat him whilst he was in lockup. And he died. Mark Jefferson Golding was the Minister of Justice in Jamaica. And he moved legislation and have it passed to ensure that we decriminalize the personal use of marijuana. So the police can haul and pull a young youth now for just a jar herb. And I want to appeal to all of them youngsters there in St. James who are walk around in a green armband there, who are talk about PNP, no this and PNP, no that and Mark Golding, this and that, and a smoke your look one spliff. Understand, so the only reason police not can take you throw you up in a jeep are because we decriminalize marijuana. We went further to expunge your record, which is the fancy way of saying to remove it from your record. And once that is removed, you can get farm work opportunities now. You can get opportunities to work. Your life has been restarted. You have been given a new chance. That is because Mark Jefferson Golding is a social justice champion. In his 4 years as Minister of Justice, He passed over 120 pieces of legislation in the parliament. Understand that the main reason why you vote for somebody is for them to be a legislator, for them to go to parliament, pass new laws, amend laws where they're there, and repeal the one them when they're supposed to be there. In his 4 years, over 120 pieces of legislation. This government has been there for 9 years and all now them can't reach the number of legislation we're doing in 4 years. We are talking about the best legislator in the parliament of the land, Mark Jefferson Golden. I told you that when students were stuck in Ukraine and bombs are dropped, life at risk, them have a loan, Mark Golden taking personal money. Remember, said them have with tax money could have used, and them no use it, and Mark Golden using personal money and send for this. Check. And send for the students and bring them back home. We are talking about a caring leader. To all of the people in St. James who own some piece of land, and there are over 700,000 persons like that, who them call squatter in the country of your birth. Those persons who this government will send notice of evict them from off a land, understand that it is Mark Golden that took lawyer and went to court to get injunction to prevent the government from throwing poor people off a land. We are talking about a caring, compassionate leader. There are some people coming in politics and them try marry to somebody who them think can elevate them. Them try marry to somebody who them think can make them in a power couple who can this and who can that. 30 odd years ago, Mark Golden went into Augustown, found himself a nice princess, married her and made her his wife, and is still in love with him, one woman. Up to today, we are talking about a committed family man. One wife. When Mark Golden in the parliament, there's nobody giving any cold shoulder to anybody.